you feeling today, dog?
I feel good, man. We out here putting in the work. Nah, man, it's been a long time coming. Y'all gonna see some shit that y'all ain't seen before. We on Decker, Rooster on Decker. See, y'all already know what it is, man. We working out here.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Rob Rooster, the goddamn illest DJ in Florida. But you know what we out here for is a whole different venture. I'm out here to help other artists come out here and get their years. Some real gangster shit about to happen. We finna do some real gangster shit. Feel me? We finna do some shit that ain't nobody else doing. We in motion. You feel me? We doing our own thing. We ain't on nobody else's clock. We doing us.
Two being people that's definitely got a footprint, especially in Brevard County, as far as the music scene. Like when you first started off, bro, starting from left to right. When you first started off, who was like one of the biggest people you listened to in the city?
In the city, I ain't gonna lie, I like Drill and Buddy Rowe because they both had like a lot of energy and a lot of like intensity in their music. And me, I like people that's real animated when it comes to actually like doing the music. So you feel me? Like in a real sense, I just looked at it like, man, I want to be that type of person. Like whether it's a personality, a rapper, or a VJ or a DJ, like always wanted to be like that type of personality. So, you know, shout out to Buddy Rowe and Free the Real, bro.
What about you, right?
Man, you already know, man. People I basically grew up around and everything. So basically, SDC, FSG, you know, Buddy Rowe as well, Iceberg Tony. You know, some of the main heavy hitters that was in the county back then and everything else. And some of them still doing their thing today. You know, but a lot of them, you know, they don't really get the love like they supposed to or whatever like that. You know, so yeah, Jay Nate, Jay Crazy.
Well, knowing what you know about the game right now, like especially particularly in our neighborhood, who do you feel is gonna be the next to blow?
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of yeah, that is a loaded question because I don't want to make nobody mad, but like motherfuckers I'm fucking with my dog DZ, aka Mitch Salvatore. You feel me? We got something real nice coming soon. But I like quite a few of these young cats. Jay Witt, you feel me? Super Saiyan Jr. Fuck with him too. Fuck with a few of these young cats.
Who do I keep going right now? I mean, like you said, you know, Juvie, Jeezy, you know, a lot of people who putting in work right now. I do feel that a lot of them, because I do feel like a lot of them are rap like that ain't get the exposure that they need just yet, or maybe their projects ain't done, whatever the case may be. But when that time happens, yeah, that too. But when that time happens, I think a lot of people are gonna be aware of the people that's doing things. And of course me, you know what I'm saying? When I get my shit situated, you know, fuck what these niggas talking about. I mean, it's been a long time in the making, but when this shit drop, boy, look at here, this shit gonna be fireworks.
Well, a lot of people don't know about y'all two specifically, right? Y'all work with each other. You feel me? Whether it's content or music, but a lot of people don't know that we blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell the people how y'all connected. Like, how are y'all family?
We cousins. We blood cousins. We second cousins. You feel me?
But at the end of the day, you know, we all like brothers. So
yeah, for sure.
Down to it. You know, a lot of people be family and whatnot, but it's a difference when you actually have a bond with somebody.
Yeah, we got our ass whooped together and everything. I mean, like,
we done got new shoes together, done bought suits together and shit. That type of shit going to Dade County. A lot of people don't understand that shit.
Yeah, so like, well, you would say most of the family come from like Miami, South Carolina, around that area, right? Yeah, that is true, man. So like, who would you think, like, based off of just not just in Brevard, but like, who was one of the first artists in Florida or just in your area that, like, you feel me, other than just the guys you named earlier, but we talking about like that got deals, like who was somebody that made you want to pick up the mic and go?
Trick Daddy Dollars. That nigga does. If it wasn't for Trick Daddy, it wouldn't be no booty shaking. I'm talking about real booty shaking. Atlanta wasn't doing no booty shaking music until they heard Trick Daddy, you feel me? That's when the Yin Yang Twins came out the game, you feel me? They wanted to make booty shaking music, you feel me? That's where real booty shaking music come from. So, you feel me? As a DJ, that's what the fuck I like. I like booty shaking music, and I like music that make people feel good. So, Trick Daddy was one of them dudes.
What about you, man?
When you say that, do you mean like in the state?
Yeah, just like in the state, you know what I mean? Like, cause the area, like we talked about, like our hometown legends, but yeah, like, but as far as like people who had an actual deal that was from Florida, or not even just from Florida, they can be anywhere.
Motherfucking what they is from the Oak, Ramo.
Yeah.
I thought they was from Miami.
I think they was South Florida.
They still from the state, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, that's one of the people that I can think of off the top of my head that, you know, at least had a buzz going, you know, at that time.
Right.
They most definitely had a
Iceberg Billion, you know what I mean, from Miami.
Yeah.
You know, because back in the days, a lot of people got him confused with Burger and vice versa.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, I always wanted to see Burger and Iceberg Tony. Like, you feel me? I mean, not even do a show, but just do a song, because literally a lot of people was getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you like we seen,
that's a lot of energy.
like we seen the Baby and Lil Baby make songs together. Why not Iceberg and Iceberg Tony make songs together? Like,
hey, that made sense, bro. You know,
Ace Hood.
Yeah.
Ace Hood.
Yeah, Ace Hood fly too.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you put it out,
I got a vengeance against DJ Khaled. I'm a DJ. I like DJ Khaled because he represent Miami. But let's be real, DJ Khaled a little bit too much, bro. He a DJ. He not an artist. Let's push him back to the background and let the artist get the
Yeah, you're right. I get you that.
You feel me?
Like, but you know, in the midst of just impact, you know what I'm saying? As far as coming from Florida, you know, that nigga definitely, as of right now, like damn near one of the, you know, top niggas when it comes to impact in Florida, as regards to all the shit he done did in the past, you know, 10, 15 years.
How do you feel like these artists need to maneuver, like, when they out and about? Because it seems like they're the biggest target I done seen in years.
I mean, it's a plethora of things that people should be, you know, alluding towards when it comes to just maneuvering in the world, you know, I say. Because the thing about it is, you know, if you're an artist, especially if you have a big name, you know, a target is damn near automatically on your back wherever you go, or wherever like that. I think people, depending on, you know, how big you are, I'd say, you know, just need to understand that, nigga, you ain't in the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you start making that bread and everything else, you gotta learn how to move different. You know what I mean? It's levels to shit, basically, you know. And once you start getting up there, you know, you need to change certain things. So it's life experiences as well at the same time. So you got to know how to maneuver as you're growing your brand and yourself as well. You know, so you just got to know how to, you know, just know how to maneuver. But when it comes down to it, though, the people you be around, you know, the mentality of people that you be around, you know, your team and your camp, of course, like I was saying. But the thing about it is, you yourself have to know what you want to do and where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just have the same mentality like you broke in the hood, but you really got millions, you know, then, you know, you're kind of canceling out your own fortunes. And a lot of times, you know, just being excessively street, I would say, a lot of people miss out on, you know, maybe like deals or commercials or certain things because they have a certain image that's portrayed to them. So in regards to that, it's just about, you know, wisening up and knowing how to move as you go along. So.
Me, I feel like, bro, it's all about association. You associate with fucked up people, sometimes fucked up situations and outcomes happen, and you talk to a person that doesn't travel, I done seen situations and I done been in situations. So it's all about association.
And being aware of your element too that you're in. Like if you especially like if you're in a city that you ain't never been in before, you know, you definitely gotta watch your surroundings too. Like that's what's up for sure. day, anything can happen at any given time. So you just got to be aware.
Facts. All the good like fans of Family Guy and Simpsons, shit like that. I feel like Simpsons predicted everything but Charleston White. How do you feel? Did Charleston White like have an effect on the culture? Do you feel like he got these boys scared, or you feel like he's trying to bring attention to wake their ass up?
Now with that, it's mixed feelings with Charleston, because the thing about it is he has good and bad qualities for him. The things that he does outside of social media, is great. He be helping the kids and stuff like that. But a lot of people, of course, overlook that because of the things that he is doing on social media. But in regards to it, he's stirring up the pot because he himself knows that at the end of the day, all this shit is a game. It's not to make it so cliche, but we in the Matrix. That's just my own personal belief. I don't know how y'all feel about that. So it's like at the same time, he's exposing people for not being really street or gangster or whatever like that. But at the same time, he's doing a lot to where he pushed limits. Mentioning people kids, or just disrespecting the dead and all that other shit. That shit ain't cool. Even if you are doing it, and even if you are doing it for the sake of entertainment, there has to be some type of line drawn. So that's about it. He just gets a lot of mixed vibes. If you listen to him, he does say a lot of real shit sometimes, but like I said, it just gets overshadowed by the bullshit that he be doing.
What about you, Roos?
Me, man, I honestly don't think he's for the culture. I honestly think he's hilarious, but I don't think he's for the culture. It's funny though, cause the man, he funny, so you can't really do nothing about it. When I first seen him, I was against him. And shout out to Real Tune. Real Tune, the one who fucking really put Charleston White on the map. If it wasn't for Real Tune in Texas, shout out to Houston, shout out to all them boys. But if it wasn't for the boys in Texas actually doing the footwork to get to know who Charleston White was, we wouldn't know who Charleston White is, bro. So shout out to the boys in Texas. They the ones who put him on, so I guess he is a part of the culture.
In your own personal opinion, where do you see hip hop at in the next 5 years? Do you still think it'll still be the leading genre of music?
Yeah. Of course.
And why?
Music is, alright, rap and hip hop music is born from rock and roll. So if you look at rock and roll has not gone extinct at all. A lot of people don't listen to traditional rock and roll, but in a sense, rap music is rock and roll music, because blues came from rock and roll, rap came from rock and roll, a lot of music came from rock and roll. So, bruh, if you think about it, it ain't nothing but rock and roll music, bruh, and it's gonna be around forever. It's just gonna evolve.
The thing about it is that hip hop and rap in general, people need to understand that this is literally the most influential genre in music.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Word.
This is why, all these, companies and everything else be invested into it, or people with commercials and this and that, because they know the power, the influence that the hip hop culture have. And it ain't any other genre that influences like different areas and cultures and nations and everything else. You got DMX and all these other people who are like going to Dubai, rocking in stages, fucking, just all across different places. It ain't too many people, ain't too many, genres of music where people have a reach that's like so extended beyond the norm, even our country and everything else. And the influence and power that it gives off from, that people gravitate towards, it's impeccable.
Okay.
Another thing is that other genres, when it comes down to it, they just don't hit the same, dog. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, you got rock and roll, you got, jazz, blues, and you even got R&B. R&B is a little bit faded. Well, I ain't gonna say faded, but not played as much as it used to be. Because back in like the early 2000s, we used to bump them shits like all the time. All R&B tracks and everything else. Now it's just pretty much just oversaturated with hip hop, and shit don't even be good hip hop, but you know, it's still hip hop, you know, and the influence will forever be there. So I don't see that shit going anywhere anytime soon. I think just, you know, like I was saying earlier, the content just needs to be reevaluated and adjusted a little bit.
Heard that.